Hi, and welcome back to this week's Monday Motivation. Now, I want to share something a little more personal with you today because sometimes life doesn't just give us a gentle nudge, it hits us fully out of the blue and kind of shakes our whole world. So, this past week, I experienced that kind of shock through my little dog having to have surgery. And without going into specifics, we thought she was on the mend, and then suddenly out of the blue came the news that nothing else could be done, and really we were not prepared for that. And I know many of you will recognise that feeling, and I don't just mean towards pets, I mean towards different things in your life. You know, that kind of worry that just grips you so tightly that your mind won't quite quieten, and your body feels constantly on high alert, and your nervous system is it's on high watch. And in moments like that, everything else just fades into the background, doesn't it? Work, plans, routines, your to-do list, they all just take a back seat. And I want to say this to you very clearly. That is not weakness. That is survival. What this experience reminded me of very deeply is just how powerful our nervous system really is. When something feels uncertain or threatening, your body is doing exactly what it's designed to do. It is protecting you. Even if that means shutting everything else down for a while, there is no failure in that. But there is also an invitation. Because while it's okay to surrender to that protective response, we don't want to stay stuck there. We want to gently guide ourselves back to calm, back to presence, back into our body and our functioning life. Now, for me, that looked like returning to very simple things like lighting a candle, playing certain music that speaks to my soul, sitting quietly in my little sanctuary. I gave myself permission to breathe deeply, not to fix anything, not to rush myself into feeling better, but just to breathe. I reminded myself of the strength that I still carry, even in moments of fear. And slowly I felt my body begin to soften. The tightness started to ease, the noise started to quieten. I realised I could do no more than what I had done for her. And I came back to myself. And meditation helped too. Not as a perfect practice, but as a place to rest. Because even just a few minutes of stillness can tell your nervous system, it's okay. You're safe right now. And I want to say something important here, especially because this is called Monday Motivation. And I'm kind of telling you a bit of a sad story. But motivation doesn't always have to look loud or rah-rah or pushing yourself to do more. Sometimes motivation is learning how to just meet yourself where you are without judgment. And if you can hear those little noises in the background, it's because my dog's right next to me now and she's recovering well. But as I say, sometimes it's not about powering through. It's not It's not about that push. It's about regulating your nervous system. It's about creating safety in your body so you actually can take that step forward. For so many people, the most motivating thing isn't being told to try harder. It's being reminded that you're not broken, that your reactions make sense, that your body is doing its best to protect you. And from that place, calm, grounded, present, that's where real momentum begins. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, unsettled, or a little bit scared right now, know this: you are not alone. It's okay if things feel thrown off. It's okay if you've had to pause, retreat, or simply get through the day. And remember this: you have the power to come back. Just start small. Take one small breath. Find your sacred space, even if it's just the corner of your bedroom. Spend time with self. Speak kindly to yourself the way you would to someone you love. These small moments matter. They add up. They bring you back home, back to self, back to normality. So this week, I'm choosing calm over chaos. I'm choosing presence over panic, and I gently encourage you to do the same. So thanks for listening. Have a good week. Take care of yourself, and remember, you are never alone. Speak to you next week.